This is actually something really cool that you're going to want to check out. Gem actually has an auction page up right now for 3 prototypes. One of these is the Tofu sample, the Senpai Valentina sample, and the Senpai OG. And I know a lot of people are always like, hey, test samples? Tell me more. I'm going to leave a link down below so you guys check these out. The Tofu right now at $1,100 is crazy, but this is kind of something to keep an eye on just to see how crazy that these will actually end up going for. So let's dig on into the discussion, shall we? Make sure you guys smash that link, grab that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So I wanted to just kind of have a discussion with what's going on right now in the latest news breaks. And I've been asked the question, Robbie, should I pick this up? Hey, should I pick this up? Well, this afternoon I have a top 5 video for you guys that'll kind of talk about things that you should be focusing on right now. But what I want to focus on in this video is I want to talk about Mayakashi. I want to talk about the Fallen of Albaz stuff and application for that. So the first big one I want to focus in on here is the Mayakashi hype right now. Now, Mayakashi got that amazing floodgate. It is probably one of the best denials that I've seen, and it also gives them access to kind of still do Mayakashi things, build those boards. I mean, you can splash it in Shiranui. Cool thing is, with Trap Trick, you're practically playing 6 copies of no to the opponent. Isn't that fun, by the way? Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, is the hype around the Mayakashi support, is it worth it getting it, considering the fact that this deck is effectively paywall behind, what, like $50 at this point? Maybe a little bit more at this point, considering the Mayakashi returns are floating anywhere from $5 to $12, and a lot of the big synchros are, 1 to 2 ups. I mean, it's not the mill-out deck at this point in time, but you got to ask yourself, do I want to pay this price point? I picked up everything just because I want to mess around with the deck, because that generic floodgate feels powerful. All right, Konami hasn't learned from their previous interactions and stuff here with that, but I think at this point, if you're somebody that is hoping for like cheaper availability, I don't see why that can't be an option later on around possible reprint season for this. But as of right now, if this is something that you want to get in on and just take the risk it for the biscuit type of thing because of that floodgate, then go for it. But for myself, I picked it up, and it definitely seems like something that I can have fun with, at least play testing on stream with everybody. The next one I want to talk about over here is all of this Fallen of Albaz stuff. The next structure deck, Fallen of Albaz, is on the horizon. I guarantee they haven't given us everything out of this yet. At this point in time, looking at this structure deck, it is absolutely fantastic. We'll be getting the structure deck in 2022, and it's really weird that people like to go this far out with these questions. Hey, Robbie, should I pick up a whole bunch of Fallen of Albaz structure decks? What do you think? From what I'm hearing right now, the deck is definitely a solid tier 2 competitor. The whole fact that like the big fusion guy that we just got isn't restricted to a once per turn. They get around it by having the 1 copy of it being the only one you control, but there is a way to kind of get around that at that point, which is just make another 1/5 head. I can produce multiple levels of negation by using it as a stepping stone into something else, and then using that effect to make another one. Alright, so that's something you got to look at here. For the next future structure deck, kind of looking like a little bit of a snack here, ladies and gentlemen. Paywall behind what? Currently $10. There's not a lot of people out there that are doing pre-sales on these just yet, but I would kind of give this a little bit of a consideration as we go forward here to the, maybe Fallen of Albaz is something that I want to mess around with. Unfortunately, the Ecclesia, I don't know if it's going to get a reprint in there. Incredible Ecclesia being able to go into Albaz on the opponent's turn for the interactions to start playing, well, yeah, that one's going to be expensive. But at the end of the day, I think having 3 structure decks, just for like the collector's purposes, starting off with everything else to come, I think we're in a very good place for that all to happen at this point. So those were like the 2 biggest things that kind of poked my head this week in terms of news. And I really do think that saving up for the structure decks isn't going to be a bad thing. All right, we don't have any real info yet on what's to come with the next core set, Dimension Force. We know it's coming. We know nothing about it. Later on in the week here, you'll start to see people go, all right, it's time to look beyond the whole premise of Battle of Chaos, and we'll start to see what Dimension Force is going to produce for us. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. I know this was a little bit shorter of a discussion, but those have been two big questions I've been asked this week on what should I focus on. Like, you also have the Shark Duels pack coming along here, but until I know that last super key card for what's going on with it, I'm gonna say no for that one. So guys, short and sweet discussion. The headliner will be coming out this afternoon for you guys. So guys, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Smash the like button, that's subscribing, so you guys don't miss out on awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day. Some more cool awesome content. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCo40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCO40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out MCOgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.